Back home for the first time in 2 weeks, the Skating Rebels with a shot to build off of their 3-game win streak against the team they ended their regular season against last year. The number 23 ranked Buffaloes moseying into Sin City looking to knock off the number 5 ranked UNLV Rebels. 2 top 25 teams on a Friday night. What more could you ask for? UNLV, Colorado coming up next.
Welcome back to another episode of Skating Rebels Pregame. I'm your host, AJ Reed. Colorado Puck Drop is moments away. The Rebels were on a 2-week road trip the last 2 weeks. Let's see what they've been up to. Starting off, the first stop of a 2-week road trip took the Rebels to our desert neighbors down south for a 2-game series in Tempe versus the Arizona State Sun Devils. Game 1 saw the Skating Rebels stepping off on the wrong foot as the Sun Devils took a 2-0 lead over UNLV. Finally, the Skating Rebels got on the board on the power play when Dylan Kuntz finds the back of the net from the point. ASU would get it back, though, and go up 3-1 going into the second period. ASU up 4-1 now with UNLV back on the power play. Dylan Kuntz shoots towards the net, and Bradley Gallant tips it in to bring UNLV back within 2, now down 4-2. Unfortunately, that would be all the Skating Rebels would have in them as Arizona State would tack on 2 more, taking Game 1 6-2. In Game 2, UNLV back on the power play. Tristan Rand in front of the net pokes it in for the first score of the game. ASU gets it back in the second, but a chopper from the point gets deflected off the stick of Joey Carollo, and the Rebs go back up 2-1. With just 8 seconds to go in the third period, Preston Broziak this time in front of the net tips it in and beats the goalie to go up 3-1. They say it's the most dangerous lead in hockey as ASU gets one back down 3-2 now, but Tristan Rand promptly asks, "Who is they?" as he skates down the ice and snipes the top right corner, going up 4-2. Preston Broziak would add another one to give UNLV the win 5-2. This marks the second year in a row UNLV has dropped the first game in ASU. Last year on October 5th, the Rebels lost 5-3 on the road. Now, this was only the first week of a 2-week road trip for UNLV. The Skating Rebels would make the trek even further south in week 2 as they travel to Tucson to take the University of Arizona Wildcats for a 2-game series. For more on that, here's Jack Bridges.
That's right. UNLV played a 2-game series versus the, at the time, number 17 ranked Arizona Wildcats. In Game 1, 7 minutes into it, Heath Mensch on the power play takes the puck from the point and rifles one in to put UNLV on top 1-0. Second period now, Arizona thought they had one, but the refs signaled no goal, and off the very next faceoff, the Rebels get a 2-on-1. Brodziak finds Jackson Wyatt in the slot, who buries it for his first goal of the season and the Rebels' second goal of the game. A 2-goal swing for UNLV, then a bad turnover in the neutral zone caused by Joey Carollo gives Tristan Rand a 1-on-0 who capitalizes on the mistake, and the Skating Rebels go up 3-0. Arizona would get their answer minutes later on a Justin Hughes goal, but UNLV would win Game 1 3-1, even surviving a 5-on-3 penalty kill in the third that Arizona could not break through on. In Game 2, Arizona got out to an early lead, UNLV not scoring until the second period, and when just a minute in, Bradley Gallant finds the net on a rebound chance, equalizing the game at 1. Later in the second, Hayden Siegel skates past 3 defenders, shoots through the other 2, and beats the goalie for an impressive goal, putting UNLV up 2-1. 4 to go in the second, Cole Wyatt finds Bradley Gallant on a beautiful skip pass on the power play. Gallant gets his second of the game, and UNLV goes up 3-1 now. The third period was physical for both teams as there was a combined 13 penalties. UNLV would take Game 2 3-2, sweeping number 17 Arizona on the road.
Leading into the next week, you go into U of A, steal 2 games there. Played really good at spurts, played pretty bad at spurts, but over time it got better. Overall, though, if you can go on the road and take 3 or 4 wins, that's what we're looking to do.
It was an impressive 2-game slate for the Rebels. Hopefully they can keep it going on the ice tonight against the Colorado Buffaloes. Sending it back to AJ at the desk.
With the past out of the way, let's live in the present. With Colorado up next, here's Ryan Gilder with By the Numbers.
UNLV versus Colorado, by the numbers. The Buffaloes have an even 5-5 record prior to their trip to City National Arena. The Rebels swept Boulder last season, outscoring them 7-2 on their trip. Colorado has had a roller coaster start this season, sweeping UCO in September, but then losing to Division II Metropolitan State of Denver in their last game. Defense will be the key of the game for Boulder. The Buffaloes give up under 3 goals a game, and if they can keep the game low scoring, they might be able to squeak out a win in Sin City. The Skate Rebels are entering the matchup after finishing 3-4 on their Arizona road trip, playing Arizona and Arizona State. Despite winning both of their road series, the Rebels scored 4 goals or more in only 1 game. For the Rebels to secure a sweep this weekend, they'll need to find the back of the net like their home opener against Oregon. That's UNLV versus Colorado by the numbers.
Now, for a more in-depth look, let's take it over to Zoe Salas for the keys to the game.
Thank you for that, AJ. Coming into this, Colorado is 5-5 with their last game being a 1-game series versus ACHA Division II Metropolitan State University of Denver, which the Buffaloes lost at home 4-3. Before that, Colorado has had a very back-and-forth season, splitting series with Utah and Midland. Special teams will once again be a factor. Colorado boasts the best power kill percentage in the WCHL at 89.7%, allowing just 4 goals on 39 penalty kills. UNLV, on the other hand, ranks 5th in the WCHL in power play percentage, converting on 27.3% of their opportunities. A player to keep in mind is Tristan Rand, who has scored 3 times on the power play so far this season, accounting for a third of UNLV's goals. Preston Brodziak is also on the watch list tonight with his 3 goals and 7 assists for 10 points, second on the team in points in just his first season in the Scarlet and Gray. On the other side, Colorado's leading point scorer, Rapolis Marcinikivicius, has 11 points but 0 on the power play. Look for him on the power play if Colorado gets an opportunity. When it comes to playing at home, no team in the WCHL has home ice quite like the Skating Rebels, who are 33-6 at home over the past 3 seasons. This year, we saw UNLV defeat the Oregon Ducks 6-0 and 12-0 in their 2 games at home so far. Look for the home ice advantage to play a factor.
We want to stick to our systems. We want to get back to our identity. Like I said, it's hard on the forecheck, playing good defensive hockey, making sure we're going north with the puck and take care of the puck in all 3 zones.
Now, let's take it back over to you, AJ.
Thank you for that, Zoe and Ryan. The ACHA computer rankings just came out, so let's take a look at some of the key points in the top 25. Coming in at number 1 for the first time ever in program history is the University of Jamestown, followed by Calvin and Minot State. UNLV coming in at number 5, just behind the University of Ohio. From the WCHL, Utah, Oklahoma, Arizona, Colorado, and Colorado State all cracking the top 25. And defending national champs Adrian College Bulldogs have dropped outside the top 10, clocking in at number 12. Now getting into some key matchups the past week, starting with Jamestown. They logged a 5-2 win over number 4 Ohio, as well as a 2-game sweep over number 25 Illinois. For the defending national champs, it's been a bit of a rough time, losing to Ohio 3-1, as well as a loss to Liberty 4-3. They take on Indiana Tech tonight. WCHL team Oklahoma Sooners took a sweep against the Missouri State Ice Bears and a 4-3 win over Utah. They will take on the Arizona Wildcats in a 2-game series starting tonight. That's all we have for you pregame. Let's send it down to the rink with myself and Dominic Lavaw on the call.
I'm Kayla Fossey, and I'm here with Tristan Rand. Can you kind of talk about what the keys to success have been so far this season?
I think we've just been moving the puck well, getting all of our shots on net, and having a lot of guys crashing the net.
How excited are you and the team for tonight?
Super excited. I think we're just going to go out and play our game and hopefully get a win.
Thank you. Now to Kyle Sparrow.
Keys to the game for the Colorado Buffaloes. We spoke to head coach Trace Jablin, and he said they got to keep everything in front of them. Got to block some shots. Got to keep everything to the outside, as UNLV is a very speedy team. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Kyle. Thank you very much, Kayla. And hey, thank you all for tuning in for another series of UNLV Skating Rebel Hockey. As always on the calls, myself, Dominic Lavoie, joined by somebody different, AJ Reed, making his color commentary debut this season. AJ, thank you for joining us. Really quick, off the top of the show, as you probably noticed in that warm-up interview with Kayla Fossey and leading scorer for the Rebels, Tristan Rand, there's some new jerseys for the Skating Rebels honoring Nevada Day. Nevada celebrating its 160th birthday. And make sure to celebrate it with us. Go ahead and scan the QR code on your screen or visit 32auctions.com/Rebel Hockey to bid on a piece of UNLV hockey history. And AJ, these got revealed earlier this week. What do you make of these new Jays?
I like them, Dom. I like them. That gray, it pops with the white at the top, the white shoulders. And I love the Nevada logo insignia on there on the front of the jerseys. I really like those a lot.
But with Rebels at the top.
Yes.
Got to make it UNLV themed. So once again, celebrate Nevada's 160th birthday with UNLV Rebel Hockey. Visit 32auctions.com/Rebel Hockey or scan that QR code on your screen that conveniently says scan me right in the middle of it and decide to bid on one of those jerseys and get your hands on one of them. Now, very quickly, as the teams take the ice, we're going to take a look at the starters for tonight. We're going to take a look at UNLV's starters up first. Dylan Jensen, one of the rookies on the left wing. Bradley Gallant, the fifth-year senior, centering that top line. And Cole Wyatt on the right wing. On the blue line, captain this year, Matias Del Monte and rookie Devin Nagra out of the Null. And then in between the pipes, UNH D1 transfer Jeremy Foreman is going to be holding down the blue paint for the Skating Rebels. And quickly taking a look at the Buffaloes starting lines. Jacob Rosalenko on the left wing. Rapolis Marcinkevichus, the centerman. And then on the right wing, Brody Pearson. And then on the blue line for the Buffaloes, Jack Ferguson and Quinton Kinney. And in between the pipes is Liam O'Gwen. O'Gwen, a man, AJ, that the coaching staff for the Buffaloes had high praise for pregame.
Yeah, they did. They made sure to bring him up to us specifically. He's a senior. He's been holding it down for a few years for them now with a 2.63 goals allowed average, 2 shutouts on the year so far. So Colorado's going to get the win tonight. He's someone to look at. If he's holding down the fort, blocking, making some big saves for the Buffaloes, he's someone to keep in mind going forward for sure.
And A.J. O'Gwen was a man that we saw last season in March when UNLV ended their year right here at City National Arena for senior night. It was a tight game, tight weekend. UNLV still pulled out the wins. But this is a different Colorado team. We also spoke with our coaching staff pregame, Trace Chaplin, the head coach for the Buffaloes. He said that this team had a real culture change over the summer. I mean, they still have a lot of good players from last year, but there's a shift, and you can tell with them being ranked 23rd in the country heading into this week.
Yeah, you mentioned it, number 23 this year, and people forget, last season, that was a competitive game. I think UNLV won the first game 6-0. The second game was 3-2, and Colorado had the lead at some points. So this is definitely a competitive team. They've had some hiccups along the road, though. Specifically, their last game, they lost at home to Division II Metropolitan State University of Denver. That's kind of a tough loss for a top 25 program.
Definitely, you never want to drop a game, period, but dropping it against a D2 team that stings a bit more, and that being their last game, you're going to expect the Buffaloes to come out here on the road in a tough barn, top 5 opponent to really give UNLV their best shot as they enter the ice. And 2 weeks away, as you mentioned in the pregame show, 3-1 on the road. They dropped one to Arizona State, which they've done in 3 of the last 4 seasons, but they came out and made a statement against Arizona last week.
Yeah, that was a big win. Arizona and UNLV, last year was a very physical matchup. It was a lot more of the same this year. UNLV had a lot of opportunities to get on the board. Tristan Rand, specifically over the road trip, he's the leading scorer on the power play and UNLV's leading scorer in general. He's made a big impact for this team so far on the road.
He's been a huge impact player. I mean, opening weekend here against Oregon, he had a 4-goal game. He had a natural hat trick. He's been really stepping it up in his sophomore season in the Scarlet and Gray, and even stepping away briefly against Arizona after taking a hit up high, and he comes back and still produces the next 2 weeks. And now he's right back home to kick off the month of November, month number 11, AJ, already in 2024. This is about the 1-year anniversary of your broadcast debut. Last year at this time, I was in New York City. You joined up on the call with Ryan Gilder. Now Ryan Gilder is away out of town. If he's watching, we wish him the best. We hope he's having a good time on his little break, and we can't wait to have him back. But all focus is here this weekend as the starters are being announced. Once again, Mason Kelly coming over the big screen here at UNL or City National Arena. He's making his season debut tonight.
Yeah, he's been on the injured list so far. He was a big, one of the big rookies last year for this team. So to have him back and on the ice, it's going to be huge. If he can contribute at any level, it's just going to be big for this team to have more depth. That's one of the issues they had in Arizona State. They didn't have a lot of guys healthy on the ice. So getting a guy like Mason Kelly back tonight, that's huge for them.
And reading through the starters one more time, we have the top line posted originally. We'll get to those in a moment when we come back. But first up, we have the national anthem, as always, and a special alumni weekend ceremonial puck drop. Stay with us.
Here to perform the Star-Spangled Banner, please welcome to the ice, Joey Jupiter.
And there you have it. The ceremonial puck drop is all said and done. Former UNLV Rebel hockey captain Jared Erickson doing the puck drop. He served as captain in the 2021-2022 season. My first season covering the team for the Scarlet and Gray Free Press and Rebel Reports. And now he's an alumni dropping the puck. We're going to go through the UNLV starters one more time. There is an error in the graphic posted earlier. We ask for your forgiveness there. So the starters for UNLV tonight, Justice Sithopoulos, Mason Kelly, and Caleb Strong. The forwards, Jackson Wyatt and Dylan Kuntz on the blue line, and Jeremy Foreman in the blue paint. And looking once more at the Colorado Buffaloes and their starting lineups. Jacob Rosalenko on the left wing, Rapolis Marcinkevichus, the centerman. And then on the right wing, Brody Pearson. On the blue line, Jack Ferguson and Quentin Kinney. And in between the pipes, Liam O'Gwen. Now with all the formalities out of the way, Marcinkevichus is going to dig in opposite Mason Kelly in his first game of the season, making his debut. And we're underway from City National Arena on a Friday night. Thank you all for tuning in for another edition of UNLV Skating Rebels Hockey. Here's Kelly with his first touch of the season. Sithopoulos up ice, Caleb Strong looking. Feeds Kuntz, trying to push to the net. Can't get it there. Kelly bumps Kinney. Now here's Sithopoulos, can't find the puck in his skates. Marcinkevichus just pokes it away. Puck goes down the ice. Quentin Kinney is back to recovery. He snaps it up to Marcinkevichus, who just tips it into the zone. Foreman's out to play it. Fresh legs coming on for the Buffaloes. They're going to be skating away from you in this first period as there's an icing. Donning the white jerseys with the black and gold accents and the black shoulders. And the white helmets in UNLV. Black helmets, white shoulders, gray and red jerseys to celebrate Nevada Day. 50 seconds in. Not much going already, AJ.
No, both teams just trying to feel each other out early. You know, a little back and forth, but the icing sets up Colorado good in their own zone.
Face off out to the left of Jeremy Foreman. The Rebels come away with possession behind their own net. There's Carollo up the right wing, or left wing, excuse me, to Tristan Rand, just out of his reach, but he wins the puck battle. Brodziak centering feed, McConaughey plays it along. This is David Hofteaser. Buffalo player goes down. That was McConaughey. It's the puck fluttered on net and snipped up by Foreman. .1846 on the clock. About a minute and 14 seconds gone. Still not a shot on goal for either team. Another defensive zone draw here for the Rebels. UNLV wins the face-off there. Tried to get it out. Fluttering puck gets chopped up by Dylan Jensen, but DiDomizio comes away with it and springs Hofteaser up ice. Now up behind the net, Hofteaser and Quinn do battle. Bradley Gallant comes in to support. It's Roman DiDomizio. And a centering pass tipped away from the goal mouth by a Rebel stick. That's the best chance all game so far for either team. Dylan Ford whacks it up. Cole Wyatt steers it on the right wing and gets changed up. Here's Oliver Bandon on the forecheck. Cameron Piggott picked off. Siegel shoots, misses the net. Good chance for Hayden Siegel. Evan West lays the body. There's Owen Dickinson. He turns the puck over. Now here's Oliver Band. Evan West takes a bump. Sent right back up ice. Here's Owen Dickinson. Dickinson sends it into the corner. The puck gets whacked back on net. Looks like it was by Cameron Piggott. We have another whistle, 17:22 to go.
Yeah, well, for these first 3 minutes, besides that own zone turnover by Colorado, you got to like what the team has to like what they're showing so far. They've been dominating the zone time on UNLV's end so far.
And that's something that they wanted to do. They wanted to control the zone. They wanted to be able to stop this UNLV rush as they play with a lot of speed. And a big collision at the center ice line. It will play on. That's Kinney. D to D. An errant pass. Marcinkevichus just sends it cross corner, but a little too high and up out of play.
Yeah, going back to that errant pass earlier on the Colorado zone. Hard to find a better opportunity than that if you're Hayden Siegel. Just could not get that by the goalie, but other than that one opportunity, there's been nothing so far for the Skating Rebels.
Nothing for either team, really. Neither team's credited with a shot on goal 3 minutes and 10 seconds into this contest. Something abnormal for really anybody, especially if you're UNLV, who's used to peppering the goalie with shot after shot. Puck steered on by the back end of Sophopoulos. Can't get it to Caleb Strong cleanly. Strong picks that puck out of the corner. Gets pressed up against the wall by McConaughey. Up ice, Quinn shoots one. Pad stop by O'Gwen. There's a first shot on goal of the game. Comes just about 3.5 minutes in. Caleb Strong takes a tumble with McConaughey's stick in his armpit. Our raise on the official. We're going to have our first power play of the game. The Rebels going to the man advantage after Captain Drew McConaughey takes a hooking penalty.
Yeah, and this UNLV power play is always something to be on the lookout for. It seems that they're always getting good opportunities. I believe there's something around 27% on the power play so far this year. So look out here.
Power play units out there. Preston Brodziak, Bradley Gallant, Cole Wyatt, Jackson Wyatt, and Matias Del Monte. The first look at the Rebel man advantage tonight. Up top, Jackson to Cole. Cole looks from the half wall down low. Brodziak. Brodziak leaves that for Gallant. Gallant looking from the corner. Backhand steers it to the point for Cole Wyatt. Cole looking from the half wall, reverses it. Jackson touches it on. Here's Del Monte at the top of the circles. Del Monte, down low, Gallant. Gallant looking, up ice. Jackson Wyatt shoots one off the pad of O'Gwen. Centering pass. Wyatt can't get a stick on it. That was Jackson who sweeps it back up for Del Monte. They play some pitch and catch. Del Monte states the line, shoots one, tipped on net into the crest of Liam O'Gwen. No hold for a whistle.
Now, however good the UNLV power play has been, the Colorado penalty kill has been just as good. They're first in the WCHL with an 89.7% penalty kill percentage. So kind of, I don't want to say unstoppable force meets immovable object, but this Colorado penalty kill is no joke for sure.
And that's what assistant coach Sam Chutchley talked about pregame. AJ was just setting up their guys in their structure in the defensive zone to block shots, especially on the power play, because they know that UNLV loves to pull the trigger in their zone, and they're staying in their structure so far as Jack Ferguson sends it 200 feet. Halfway through the power play, that was Drew McConaughey, the captain of the Buffaloes, taking a hooking call, hooking Caleb Strong. Not much going so far on this UNLV power play outside of a redirect by Preston Brodziak. Here's Justin Sophopoulos, shoots one, kick save by O'Gwen. Colorado sends it out. Looked like it was Quentin Kinney, the defenseman, who sent it down the length of the ice. About 35 to go now. Now under a half minute, UNLV trying to get a breakout going. Here's Bradley Gallant over the red line. He gains the zone, drops it off for Brodziak. Brodziak gets shoved to the ice by Marcinkevichus. There, Gallant. Up top at the dot for Del Monte. Jackson touches it to Cole, shoots one, tipped on net to the high glass. Now Del Monte up top with under 10 to go. Jackson Wyatt reverses Del Monte, top of the circles, looking. Del Monte shoots one, and a big block by Jacob Rosalenko. And the Buffaloes are back to full strength. Now here's Cole Wyatt. Looking, drops it off. Brodziak shoots one. It gets tipped up into the protective netting for a whistle. And what an opening penalty kill there by the Buffaloes, AJ.
Just 3 shots for UNLV on that power play, and it seems like the Buffaloes were in front of every shot, blocking it and clearing it. Really not as good of zone control time as UNLV would have liked in that power play.
And this Buffaloes team sits 4th in the WCHL with 11 games played, just a point ahead of UNLV in the division. As the University of Oklahoma, the Sooners lead the WCHL. Here's Hayden Siegel. Out of the reach of Ford. Takes it for a skate below the goal line. Ford still around the horn. Band, touch pass up for Quinn. Quinn tries to feed it rink wide for Siegel. Can't get it there. He picks up a loose puck. Shooting one. Misses the net wide. Loose puck up top for Quinn. Quinn pirouette shoots into the crest of Liam O'Gwen, and some sticks come up high. That's Evan West, the freshman, introducing himself to some of the Buffaloes. And his freshman buddy Hayden Siegel comes over and gives him a how do you do as well.
Yeah, going back to that last possession for UNLV, much better. It feels like they're much more relaxed now, more of what we're used to seeing from the UNLV offense in terms of passing, in terms of puck movement. Some really good skip passes and a good shot on goal.
UNLV still trying to go to work. Not the best shot targets for UNLV. A lot of them have been in the CU Buffalo crest of Liam O'Gwen. Not many corners picked so far tonight. Here's Mason Kelly out there again. Kelly looking up top for Jackson Wyatt. Back to the half wall for Kelly. Kelly tries to feed one to the stick of Stathopoulos. Can't get it there. Centering pass, Kelly picks it up. Kelly shakes off pressure. Shooting one. Just sails it over the net. There's a bit of daylight up there between the shoulder of O'Gwen and the crossbar. Drew McConaughey starts a rush out. A shot there. Just misses it high and wide. Looked like it was going glove on Jeremy Foreman. Now the puck skips to the stick of Hull. Catches that pass again, and that puck skips to the blade of Drew McConaughey. Touching in the zone by Elliot Testa. And now here's Tristan Rand through center. Rand looking, dumps it off to the wing. Brodziak again. Carollo shoots one. Looks like it was off of the glove of O'Gwen. A centering pass can't get to the stick of Carollo. Nagra chops it into the zone. Islanick hops on it, steers it back down low for Hull. He's going to skate it out. Flipped out and past Del Monte. He'll whack it back up ice. Here's Joey Carollo. Saucer pass onto the tape of Rand, but it just rolls off his stick. Rand kicks it to Brodziak. Brodziak dances through traffic, gets separated from the puck just enough, and he takes a stick up high. Delayed penalty coming up on the Buffaloes as that puck skips past Devin Nagra. Matias Del Monte with the empty cage in his own end is going to try and start a controlled breakout with the extra attacker. It's going to be a high stick, looks like, on Jack Ferguson. We'll wait the official call. So here's Rand. Puck comes off of his stick, and it gets touched up by Quentin Kinney. High stick is a call. And it's going to be on Jack Ferguson. He's talking to the official. He points at him, tells him exactly where it happened, and UNLV gets another look on the power play, AJ.
Yeah, another look at these two teams, special teams. Like we said, Colorado's penalty kill has been really good, but the UNLV power play is still good. Let's see if UNLV can get better control in the zone and better shots on goal, not just right at the goalie's chest.
Matias Del Monte swings it to Cole Wyatt, and his pass is picked off. No one home. Now Marcinkevichus can't get through. Jackson Wyatt stops up behind his own cage to start it out. Gallant leaves it. Del Monte. Gallant return pass that gets settled down by Jackson Wyatt at the point. Del Monte whacks it across for Cole. Cole settles it. Jackson, backhand feed for Del Monte. Del Monte shoots one off the cuff of the glove of O'Gwen, and it gets swept out of the zone, just out of the reach of Jackson Wyatt. UNLV AJ starting to try and work the corners here so far on this man advantage.
Yeah, much better shot there from Del Monte off the goalie's mitt instead of off the logo.
They're going to look to do it again. Here's Evan West shooting one off the pad there. Had Tristan Rand driving back post. Here's Nagra tipped on just wide. That's sent around the wall, jammed, and stopped by Strong, who reverses it off the kick plate for Nagra. Here's Strong again looking up top. There's Stathopoulos. Stathopoulos shoots one through traffic. Drew McConaughey blocks it. Stathopoulos blocks the initial clearing attempt, but it finds McConaughey in the neutral zone. who swings it over to Brody Pearson, who sends it in. Nagra now, up ice. Now here's Rand. Rand rinked wide and a stoppage of play. It looks like it's going to be a penalty on the Rebels, and Caleb Strong is going to be going. Or it might have been an offsides. We'll see. We have a media timeout now with 9:44, and it is going to be a trip on Caleb Strong as well. So our first media timeout really ever, AJ, because we got the ice crew out there shoveling some snow. A new addition to the home games this year. Garrett Temple made it happen on the game day staff. Game day Garrett, we call him around these parts. So midway through the first, UNLV has the advantage in shots, 7-0. But Colorado hasn't looked too shabby, AJ.
No, not at all. One of the questions we had coming into this game, are we going to get the Colorado that lost to Metropolitan State University of Denver, or the Colorado that beat number 7 ranked University of Utah earlier this season? It seems like we're getting the one that beat Utah because they're playing UNLV extremely close, even on the power play. UNLV really hasn't had anything going for them.
So we stand corrected. It's posted. We have a 5-on-3 advantage for the Rebels. It's Brody Pearson, the Steamboat Springs, Colorado native, taking the tripping call. So UNLV 5-on-3 for 22 seconds, and then an abbreviated minute 38 power play, 5-on-4. So UNLV has a real good chance to show what they're made of here tonight on the man advantage. We're back underway. Here's Preston Brodziak giving chase on the loose puck. Swept up for Jackson Wyatt, who will look from the half wall. Down low, Brodziak. Brodziak up top, Wyatt. There's Dalmonte at the top of the circles. He goes for a skate to Wyatt. Shooting one, tipped on net off the side of the cage. Here's Jackson Wyatt. Down low, Gallant has it hop off a 6. Centering pass, shooting one off the side of the cage. Another chance for Cole Wyatt. Won't go. A minute and a half now left on the 5-on-4 power play.
Mom goal, we call those, off the side of the net.
And a centering pass attempt for Cole Wyatt. Can't get to the stick of Bradley Gallant. Jackson Wyatt keeps it at the top. Now here's Dalmonte. Swings it rink wide on the tape for Cole. Cole up to his brother Jackson. Jackson spins it off the kick plate for Dalmonte. Dalmonte right in front of the camera. Takes it for a bit of a skate there. Here's Cole Wyatt up top. Dalmonte on his backhand. Shoots one through traffic. Tipped on by Gallant. Into the chest of Liam O'Gwen. 58 seconds to go, and UNLV still trying to go to work.
Yeah, not the most efficient look on that 5-on-3 power play for them. But, they had the opportunity that went off the side of the net, try and get that one on goal. That could have been a goal for them, but so far nothing.
UNLV still searching for that first goal of the night. We have a play blown dead for an offsides. 8:33 to go. And while UNLV is still trying to search for their first goal, Colorado's doing the same, but they're searching for their first shot.
Yeah, you try and get the goose egg off the board. Usually it's the goal, but Colorado can't even find the goal right now. Or find the goalie even.
UNLV now in their own end. 45 to go on the Brody Pearson tripping minor. Here's Stathopoulos. Stathopoulos takes a hit a bit high. No worse for wear. Here's Rand. Swings it up top. It's Caleb Strong. Strong, rink wide. Here's Nagra. Nagra pulls up. Puts a half spin on. There's Evan West. Up top, Nagra. Nagra to Strong. Strong steps in. Shoots one. Blocker save, O'Gwen. Now here come the Buffaloes. Cameron Piggott sends it in. He'll peel off that rush and get changed up as the final seconds are ticking off of the Buffaloes minor. And Colorado stays perfect on the penalty kill so far tonight through just over 12 minutes of hockey. A shot there from Carollo. He scores! Or excuse me, that's Sean Karaman scoring his first goal at home. The Nashville Spartans alumni, Sean Karaman, finds the back of the net for the first time tonight. And on the 11th shot, UNLV goes up 1-0.
Yeah, right after the penalty was killed, he came down the ice, got into the zone, shot it, beat the goalie. That's a huge momentum swing for UNLV early on, especially with Colorado not even having a shot on goal yet.
Must feel good for Karaman, slotted as a 7th defenseman tonight. Karaman breaking through for the Rebels. He's still out there on the ice doing battle in the corner. Now down low, the Buffaloes go to work. Centering pass, Foreman whacks at it with the paddle, and that gets sent off the glass. And out, arm raised for Liam McGuinn. And we got an icing on the Rebels.
And the first shot on goal for Colorado.
Took Colorado just over 13 minutes and 6 seconds to be exact to register their first shot on goal. Right after Sean Karaman broke through. And it looks like Joey Carollo for a brief moment there. Carollo slotted in as forward instead of his normal defenseman position on the right wing. They both wear the bubble. They both have 2.
Easy to make that mistake.
It's been a couple weeks off. It happens. Ford shoots one, misses the net. Why? Big hit right in front of us. Dylan Ford is going to be going for a penalty in a big-time collision. There's a Buffalo down right next to our broadcast center. Dylan Ford's talked to the whole way to the penalty box. That's Presley Lashinsky being checked out by Frank Sosa, the athletic trainer for the Rebels. The crowd applauded him as he's skating off the ice and under his own power. He's going to undergo some further evaluation behind the Buffalo's bench. And we're going to await the official sentence for Dylan Ford. AJ, back-to-back weekends here at home this season. Dylan Ford has just absolutely unloaded on somebody right near the wall like that.
Yeah, it's that was a huge hit. That knocked over some of the stuff on our media table even. Right into the glass.
Big-time check. Obviously, we hope for Presley Lashinsky's health, excuse me. So we await the official call. They're talking to the captains, Drew McConaughey and Matias Del Monte. Looking for the official sentence. UNLV, if you're just joining us, still up 1-0. Sean Karaman breaking through for the Skating Rebels. And it's going to be a 5-minute major posted for Dylan Ford. So a huge opportunity for Colorado to, 1, get back in this game, and 2, possibly take the lead. And we're underway. Dylan Ford, 5 minutes posted. Five minutes for boarding. Posted for Dylan Ford. And now UNLV faces their tallest task at home so far this season. 5-minute major penalty kill.
And they so far, just the 2 games against Oregon so far, but back-to-back shutouts against them. Opponents still looking for their first goal on the road against UNLV. And this is no taller task than maybe a 5-on-3, but a 5-minute major. Nonetheless, it's going to be hard for this Rebel defense to stay in, stay composed, stay locked in, stay focused. However, whatever words you want to say to describe it to kill this penalty.
Stay dialed in, locked in, focused, whatever you need to do. 5-minute major penalty kill. UNLV with the offensive zone draw. They get it.
Broken stick off the faceoff.
As Preston Brodziak breaking that stick off the draw. Long Island University transfer. And here's a chance for Joey Carollo moving on in, all alone, shooting one, he scores! And there he is, Joey Carollo breaking through for the Rebels. Back-to-back home series, a shorthanded goal, first on a 5-on-3 PK against Oregon, this time a 5-minute major PK. And he gives UNLV an extra insurance marker, 2-zip.
Well, you called him just a little bit early, Dom, with the Joey Carollo goal. Cannot have that turnover in the neutral zone if you're Colorado, and it was easy for Joey Carollo to bury that one.
Joey Carollo playing forward, and AJ, you said it, called it a bit early. Maybe that was manifesting. That's what a lot of people like to say nowadays, manifesting a goal. As that puck sent into the zone by Cade Islanic. Now here's Hull, drop pass for Islanic. Goes off the blade of Douglas Wood. Now Colorado still looking for their first shot on this power play, a minute and a half in. Bradley Gallant's the lone forechecker for the Rebels, as it usually is. Pressuring Islanic, skates it over the red line and sends it in after being met in the neutral zone. Colorado player takes a spill. That's Hofteaser. That puck gets sent out of the zone. 3 minutes and counting to go. Hull drops it off for Drew McConaughey. Marcinkiewicz can't get it into the zone. That gets whacked up. Only gets as far as the blue line. McConaughey plays it in. Rosalenko can't get it into the zone, though. Puck gets sent off the high glass. Jack Ferguson behind his own cage. Here's Marcinkiewicz. Rink wide feed for Rosalenko. Up top, Marcinkiewicz. Pitch and catch for Rosalenko. Rosalenko. Marcinkiewicz, one try. Hops off the heel of his stick. Another shot through traffic blocked by Hayden Siegel into the high glass. Even 2 minutes to go on the Dylan Ford major penalty. And now we're starting to see some of this Buffalo's team come to life.
Yeah, but they're still looking for their first shot on goal in this 5-minute major. It's been 3 minutes so far, allowing a shorthanded goal to boot. You really want to see more from their special teams unit with the man advantage.
As it still seems to be going a bit awry. They win the draw, but it gets poked out of the zone, and now Hull's going to have to recoil. He loses an edge. And another miscommunication. Can't tap it on into Islanic. Here's Hull again on the right side. Puck gets sent cross corner. Del Monte gets body position and just rips it down 200 feet. 90 seconds to go on the power play for the Buffaloes now. Hull up the right wing. Cuts to the center. Offsides is the call. 80 seconds to go now. 2:35 left in the first. UNLV up 2-0.
Some real great defense from the UNLV penalty kill so far. They've been all over the place blocking shots. Really not even letting Colorado breathe down there, and they're up 5-on-4 on the man advantage.
Ferguson sends it in. Foreman grabs it and sends it down the length of the ice once more. Now a minute to go on the 5-minute major power play for the Buffaloes. Once again, that was Dylan Ford, a major penalty for boarding. And UNLV looking to break the puck out on the PK once again. Sent around the glass and down the length of the ice for O'Gwen, who taps it for Ferguson. Can't be played on. Here's Gallant. Brodziak in tight. Brodziak gets hooked. It looks like it is going to be a hooking call. Is that going to be a penalty shot? No, it won't. It looks like Brodziak wanted one.
He definitely had an argument for sure that he had a real good chance to put a shot on there. Another shorthanded opportunity for UNLV. Almost 2 shorthanded goals if he would have gotten that shot off, perhaps.
And the same penalty kill even.
Yeah, the same 5-minute major.
And that was the second breakaway on this 5-minute major power play for the Buffaloes that they've allowed. Now Jack Ferguson for a hook. That's going to take us through if UNLV doesn't score at the end of the first period. Now here's Kyle Quinn dancing through traffic. Quinn skates it outside. Looking. Quinn tries to center it for Ban. It gets poked away, and Jackson White doesn't like what he sees, and he'll retreat. UNLV's back to full strength. Not a single shot on goal for the Buffaloes in that 5-minute major power play, and a goal against to boot. Now 1 minute to go in the first period of play. UNLV still going to work on the man advantage. Gallant. Now Wyatt. Jackson pokes it on for Dalmonte. Over to Cole. Up top, Dalmonte. Dalmonte to Jackson with a drive. Tipped away by Gallant. And that gets poked out of the zone by Logan Beergy. Now in the final 30 seconds of this opening frame. Here's Jackson Wyatt. Over the red line. Gains the blue. Leaves it for his brother Cole. One-touch pass for Dalmonte. Dalmonte, time and space. Shooting one. Tipped by Brodziak. Just what? Here's Cole Wyatt. Final 15. Down low, Brodziak. Up top, Cole. Dalmonte with a drive. Misses wide. Rebound chance. Another stop. O'Gwen. Just in the right place at the right time. Here's Brodziak in the final seconds. Brodziak behind the net. Feeds it out front. Everyone in a mad dash. And that'll do it. The period ends in a scramble in front of Liam O'Gwen. UNLV starting to find their feet here at home.
A little bit of a slow start for sure, but they've come to life on the 2 goals. Sean Karaman and Joey Carollo breaking through. Joey Carollo, another shorthanded goal for the Rebels this season at home. He had the 5-on-3 against Oregon for the home opener, and he had the shorthanded, almost 2 shorthanded goals on that 5-minute major for UNLV.
UNLV looking good on the penalty kill. And at even strength, 2-0 is your score in favor of the Skating Rebels through 20 minutes. UNLV also has the advantage in the shots department, 16-1. Before we let you go, we have to remind you one more time of these brand new jerseys UNLV is wearing tonight to celebrate Nevada Day. So go ahead, if you want to get your hands on one of these J's, go ahead and visit 32auctions.com/Rebel Hockey, or if you got a mobile device and you're watching on your TV, scan that QR code that says "Scan Me" on your television screen to visit the auction homepage. Bid on whatever jersey you want to for your favorite Skating Rebels player, and get your hand on a piece of UNLV hockey history and celebrate Nevada's 160th birthday with the Rebel Hockey program. Now, enough of me, enough of AJ for now. We're going to let you get a break. We'll be back after a short intermission for more Colorado and UNLV hockey coming right up.
Well, UNLV did a really good job. They maintained their speed, but at the same time, they got to stick to the fundamentals, those little short passes, as well as getting just shots in general. And for on the other side of the puck, the Buffaloes, they got to do a better job of keeping UNLV to the outside. We talked to the head coach before the game, and he said they have to keep them to the outside. They've done a really good job, and they maintain their speed. And blocking shots is a big, big problem for UNLV, and Colorado's doing good on that.
This is Kayla Fossey. I'm here with Sean Karaman. So you just scored your first goal as a Rebel. Can you kind of walk us through that play?
Yeah, Devin Nagra set it up behind the net. He kind of made it easy for me, just put the puck way out there for me, and got a lucky shot happened to go in.
How did it feel to score that goal?
Feels good. I mean, every goal matters, and then it's just how do we respond after that and keep the pedal on the gas.
Can you talk about what you've seen from Colorado so far?
They've been aggressive. They like to come fast, but we've been matching it well, and hopefully we can keep it going in these next two.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kayla. Thank you, Kyle, in his debut on air for the UNLV Skating Rebels broadcast through 20. UNLV has the advantage 2-0. Sean Karaman just spoke to him. He opened up the scoring, and then Joey Carollo put the second goal up there to match his jersey number 2, shorthanded on the 5-minute major penalty kill that was assessed to Dylan Ford for boarding. Colorado 0 for 1 on the man advantage. UNLV 0 for 4. They have one shot on goal. Didn't manage a single shot on goal that whole 5-minute major power play, AJ. And some keys we got. Colorado, shoot the puck. Just shoots. And UNLV, just simple fundamentals.
Yeah, for Colorado, shoot the puck, make the goalie make a few saves. He's just sitting back there. He hasn't seen one shot, really.
Big chillin'.
And if you shoot, you get some rebounds, get some scrums, get some funny business up near the slot, get some rebound chances. Just shoot the puck.
That's all you got to do, shoot the puck. And all you got to do at home as well, we're going to remind you once more, UNLV wearing some brand new jerseys to celebrate Nevada's 160th birthday, Nevada Day. So if you're interested, go ahead and visit 32auctions.com/Rebel Hockey or scan that very convenient QR code on your TV screen or your laptop screen to visit the auction page. Check it out. All game worn, bid on your favorite player's jersey, whatever you want to do. Just make sure to hit that link and support the Rebel Hockey program. Now, as we get ready for the middle frame, we wanted to thank you once again for joining us here tonight. UNLV and Colorado going to battle. Colorado coming in as the number 23 ranked team in the country. UNLV number 5 so far this season. UNLV's third home game of the year. We're going to be at home for a little bit coming up, as UNLV has about 19 seconds of carryover power play time to a hook and penalty assessed to Jack Ferguson, the Boulder, Colorado native.
Which that penalty came at the end of the 5-minute major that they almost scored again on the shorthanded for the Rebels. If they didn't have that penalty, he might have gotten a clean shot off, which could have been the second goal.
I think it's just going to be a war of attrition for this middle frame, AJ. As me and Gildy always love to say, it's going to be the long change period. Colorado started it out with a 19-second penalty kill, a bit fresher legs, albeit. But still, the long change and being on the penalty kill is going to take its toll on the Buffaloes. We're in a quick hold. Penalty box door finally swings shut. Preston Brodziak and Rapolis Marcinkevich just digs in, and we're back underway here at City National Arena on a Friday night. If you're just tuning in, thanks for joining us. If you stuck around through the intermission, thanks for staying with us. Once again, on the calls, myself, Dominic Lavoie, and AJ Reed making his season debut as color. Here's Jackson Wyatt moving in, pumps, feeds one of the goal mouth. Doesn't make it on net, and Pearson hops onto the ice. And the icing's waved off. Colorado back to full strength in this opening minute of play in the second period. Rosalenko feeds one to the goal mouth, tipped just wide by Pearson. That was the best chance all night long for the Buffaloes there, AJ.
Yeah, they just missed that goal by mere inches. Missed everything, actually. But had that just been a few inches inside, could have been a goal.
We would have been looking at a different hockey game if that puck made it on net. Jeremy Foreman reached out with the glove. It was just out of his reach and just fluttered wide, like you mentioned. And a drive there by Stathopoulos doesn't go. UNLV set up in the far end, but here come the Buffaloes the other way. That's off the wall for Pearson. Pearson down low, gets crunched by Kuntz, and a shot right into the glove of Jeremy Foreman, and Pearson is down in a heap in the corner. The second Buffalo that goes down, that was Dylan Kuntz who hit him. And AJ, I don't know if you caught that play, but it looks like Pearson's head went into the dasher, but it does look like he's also laboring his shoulder, so scary sight as Frank Sosa, the athletic trainer, comes back out to check on the injured Buffalo player. We have other medical staff coming out to check on Brody Pearson. He's favoring his shoulder in the near corner. He's sitting up once again, being talked to by the staff. He's back up on his skates with some assistance, and he gets off at the nearest door. Pearson's going to get checked out behind the Buffalo's bench. The second Buffalo to go down with an injury, but we play on. Stathopoulos gives chase. Big time collision right in front of the Buffalo's bench. Stathopoulos collides with Luke Mossy. Here's Nagra. Flips it up almost into the Vegas Strong banner at center. Caleb Strong gives chase. Colorado comes away with possession. Off teaser, pressed up against the wall by Kelly. He digs that puck free. Kelly shoots one. Looked like it was steered up high by the shoulder of Liam O'Gwen. Now Drew McConaughey. Hoff teaser, flips it. Can't be settled down by Quinn. Here's a chance for the Buffaloes, and a big pad save by Jeremy Foreman. Elliot Testa was in there all alone on now the best chance for the Buffaloes tonight. Colorado trying to gain the zone. They get it chipped in. Douglas Wood was trying to get behind the defense. Puck was just out of reach of him. Dylan Kuntz sends that off the stick of Preston Brodziak and in just over 3 minutes into the middle frame. The puck goes in. Douglas Wood gives chase but doesn't win the icing race against Dylan Kuntz. 16:44 left on the clock. And UNLV's got an offensive zone draw, AJ.
Overall, better offensively from Colorado. They had that breakaway opportunity, 1-on-0. Definitely their best chance so far. Couldn't finish it though.
Jeremy Foreman coming up big with the pad stop on Elliott Testa. And here come the Buffaloes the other way. Shot. Misses the net wide. That was Quentin Kinney trying to get something started for the Buffaloes. He hops on a loose puck at the wall. Tries to play it through traffic. Can't get it to Wood. Cole Wyatt gets tied up by Kinney. Now here come the Buffaloes the other way. Cameron Piggott sends it in off the stick of Foreman. He plays it to Jackson Wyatt. Now here's Jensen. Dylan Jensen plays it to the half wall. Shot there. Misses on net. That puck gets steered through for Nagra. Touched up for Jensen. Just out of the reach of Gallant. Right side. Cole Wyatt just misses the net. Lost sight of that play for a brief moment. And another shot. Loose puck in tight. Everyone whacking at it. They score. And it looks like that was Dylan Jensen jamming the rebound home to give the Rebels a 3-0 lead just under 5 minutes into the second.
That's what happens when you get the pucks on the net. Get a few Rebel players in the slot there poking at it. Dylan Jensen comes through, gets it in, puts the Rebels up 3-0.
Jensen quickly becoming a standout freshman for this team, a part of a huge youth movement within this Rebel hockey program. There's a loose puck in the slot. Oliver Band can't whack at it. Marcinkiewicz just plays it to center. Dalmonte whacks it back up ice. Evan West looked like he got a stick on it to tip it in. Hayden Siegel spins it up ice for Band. Puck gets sent down the ice. There's Karaman. He opened up the scoring tonight. Lost the puck to Marcinkiewicz. And a shot from Rand. And a save. Now Quinn jams it on. Rand doing battle on the far half wall. That puck gets spun off the glass to center, settled down by Karaman, who spins it off the kick plate to Joey Carollo. Dylan Jensen officially credited with the goal. Now here's Kyle Quinn. Turns the puck over. That was Tessa who couldn't spin the puck to Hofteaser. Fed out in front off the pad of O'Gwen. Finds his way back on net. And O'Gwen finds it with occasion. A big time collision. And we got it coming together on the far end. Not sure exactly what happened there, but some tempers started to rise. Huge collision right in front of the cage. Tristan Rand is posted for a penalty. So UNLV is going to be shorthanded here, 2 minutes. Colorado with a chance to cut the lead into thirds. As we take a look, and it was Tristan Rand looking at our feed, upended a Buffalo's player to try and get the number. It was Roman DiDemizio. And a big-time collision at the blue line. Dylan Kuntz goes down in a heap, and there's Drew McConaughey. Shoots one. Easy catch in the mitt for Foreman, and Dylan Ford back in the game introduces himself to the Buffalo's captain, and we have some more light shoves.
Another opportunity for this Buffalo power play, which has just really not done anything so far. They had the 5-minute major in the first period, didn't have a single shot on goal. Now they got a face-off in the Rebels side of the zone, trying to get more than 0 shots on goal this time.
They have a handful of shots already in this period. They have a total of 5 through 27 minutes of hockey, and another shot gets tipped away from danger. Now here's Wood, Doug Wood up top. That puck gets misplayed by Caden Islanic. Douglas Wood's going to have to recoil with his power play about halfway gone. Hoff teaser through the zone. Can't get it deep, and that's sent down the length of the ice by Oliver Band. Some fresh PK legs coming on for the Rebels. Under 45 to go on the Buffalo's power play. DiDomizio pressured by Carollo. Carollo trying to dig the puck through. Here's Wood looking, shoots one off the chest of Foreman. Islanic with a delayed penalty again coming up. Here's Hole. Sends it off the stick of Brodziak. Sean Karaman touches up. And it's going to be Karaman for a cross check. Abbreviated 5-on-3. The clock didn't stop just yet here at City National Arena. They finally get it to stop. A few extra seconds ticked off on the penalties. So we're going to have to do some math here, AJ. But Karaman scores the first goal of the game, and now he takes a penalty. So now we're going to see what the Buffalo's 5-on-3 unit's made of.
Big opportunity for them. Down 3-0, need a goal to get back in this one, have some life on the bench, have some life on the ice. I think it's going to be close to 9 or 10 seconds left on the original penalty on Tristan Rand. So about a minute 50, or after the 10 seconds, I'll have a minute 50 of 5-on-4 after that if the Buffaloes can't convert for a goal.
Looks like we're getting the math sorted out. So about 18 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. The extra time being ticked off. And it looks like we're set to go once again. So an 18-second 5-on-3 power play for the Buffaloes. Marcinkevichus and Gallant we're in the dot. Now the Buffaloes in their own end. Final seconds of the Rand penalty ticking off. Marcinkevichus shoots one in the chest of Foreman. He'll hold for a whistle. UNLV kills off the initial minor penalty on Tristan Rand. Now they have to kill off a minute 42 of Sean Karaman's penalty. Kuntz gets taken down on the ice. Foreman was looking for a call. He'll get no such thing. Shot there, tipped wide. As Gallant fires it off the glass and out of the zone. There's Ferguson, gains the zone, takes it down low, shakes off pressure from Kelly. Kuntz ends up getting the pickpocket. Rosalenko now on the wall, plays it down low for McConaughey. Marcinkevichus to Ferguson, catches that pass, slaps one on, blocked by Ford. That puck goes off the skate of Rosalenko. He's a bit hobbled. Going back to the Buffaloes bench. Here's McConaughey centering feed for Wood. Can't poke it on net. He's looking for a penalty. This is palm skyward. He's talking to the official. That was Nagra who canceled him out. You heard some frustration there, AJ, coming to the bench from Rosalenko. As the Buffaloes still trying to break through in this game. Here's Carollo moving on in. Carollo shoots one. Blocker save by O'Gwen. Hofteaser couldn't get it through. Final 10 seconds on the Karaman penalty. Carollo soccers it along but can't get it to where he wanted it. And a shot from the outside is gloved and held by Foreman, and Matias Dalmonte, the captain's introducing himself to a pair of Buffaloes in the corner. That's Dickinson and Hofteaser, and Nagra comes in, the freshman, to step up for his captain, and he's grinning ear to ear all the way through. But there's a few other smiles. The linesman's grinning, the official, Dalmonte, a few other guys for the Buffaloes. So it seems like everyone's happy as we enter the media timeout.
Well, we definitely expected some physicality from both these teams. UNLV already noted as a physical team, and they really get the opposing teams to match or try and match their physicality. We're seeing that early on with Colorado. But going back to the power play, that 5-on-3 was a really good opportunity for them to try and get some action on offense, and UNLV was able to kill it quickly and even have a controlled possession in the 5-on-4 power play after getting a shot off. Carollo got a shot off on goal. So really lackluster performance on offense for Colorado so far, and great defense from UNLV.
UNLV has the advantage in shots, 23-9. It's a better period offensively. It's not all doom and gloom for the Buffaloes, AJ. It's a better period. And that's really all you can hope for in a way, is just, hey, let's just build off of what we got. It's still, honestly, a winnable hockey game for Colorado. Anything can happen. There have been crazier things to happen. It's just a bit harder when you're playing the number 5 team in the nation and you're down 3-0 on the road.
At this point in the period, Colorado had 0 shots on goal in the first, so definitely an improvement there.
We'll see how much the Buffaloes can improve on as a whole as this game trudges on. 9.5 to go and counting. Here at City National Arena, Summerlin South, a suburb in Las Vegas, Nevada. That spun up top for Hayden Siegel. A slap shot through traffic that gets blocked. Hayden Siegel, old-fashioned there. Now here come the Buffaloes. Over the red line and sent in. Now it's Owen Dickinson. Up top, Rosalenko shoots one that gets tipped over the net. Marcinkiewicz just shoots one off the pad of Foreman. Loose puck cleared by Ford. Hayden Siegel just sends this one cross corner, but didn't quite gain the red line. It's an icing, and he gets pointed out and called right back onto the ice.
Feels like he definitely had enough space to cross the neutral zone there and avoid the icing. Not sure what happened there.
And to give him the benefit of the doubt, I mean, it's the ice here at City National Arena is pretty thick. AJ, is, if you notice, like with a clean sheet, the lines are still pretty faint, if you will. So maybe that's what happened. You never know. Also, tail end of your shift, you just want to get the puck into the zone and get off the ice, especially as myself and Gildy love to pound in everyone's head that watches these streams consistently, the long change period. You really just want to get off the ice when you're gassed. Dylan Ford behind his cage. Now Jensen tries to skate it into the zone, gets pickpocketed, but pickpocketed once again. That was Sathopoulos, it looked like, or it was Galan, excuse me. Getting the puck right back for the Rebels. The puck floats into the Rebels zone. And Jensen with the takeaway, and he'll start it up north for the Rebels. Here's Dylan Jensen with speed, out left, shoots one into the chest of O'Gwen, and he'll hold for a whistle, 7:29 to go. UNLV with their 24th shot on net of the night.
That's what they like to do, try and pepper shots on goal, make it difficult for the opposing team's goalie and defense to really get in a groove and a rhythm.
Face-off out to the right of Liam O'Gwen. It's won by the Rebels. Tristan Rand couldn't tattoo that one-timer. Just had it roll off his heel. Loose puck for Rand. Knifes at it. Can't get it. Rand catches. Shoots one off the blocker of O'Gwen. Rand ever quick on the release. Now here come the Buffaloes the other way. Moving on in. Good stick check by Nagra. Breaking up a possible partial break for Cameron Piggott. Now a shot again, and pad save. Rebound, Rand shooting one again. Looks like it missed the net on that far side. Rand has it hop over his stick. Shoots one again around the wall this time, but out of the zone. Jackson Wyatt. Up ice, moving in, cuts to the slot. Can't feed it through. And a big time hit at the boards. And we have a huge coming together once again. And plenty of whistles. And there's still some whistles going on here. Trying to get the number on who laid that hit. It looked like it was Caleb Strong who drew the ire of most players. I'm going to take a look on our feed here. Wish you could give you a replays. They sort everything out. Play comes up the other way. Towards the bench. Oh, that was a nasty hit. Trying to find the player. It looks like it was Karaman. And it was Sean Karaman who laid that hit. Trying to get the number of who got hit in general. Karaman is posted 2 minutes.
No surprise that drew the eye of multiple Colorado Buffaloes. Right in front of their bench, too.
Interference is a call, correction. That was a nasty hit. Once again, the Buffaloes been battered and bruised so far tonight. Marcin Kevicius. Rink wide for McConaughey. Gets it chopped away by Mason Kelly. Marcin Kevicius on the right. Pass into the skates of Brodziak. He recovers the loose puck. Feeds it to the net. Tipped by McConaughey. Can't make it on. Marcin Kevicius. Touch pass. McConaughey shoots one. Snapped out of the air by the glove of Foreman. He'll hold for a whistle. 1:03 left on the Karaman penalty. And A.J. Foreman did not need to really snap that out of the air there. That was going to miss about 3/4 of a mile high and wide, but guess he just wanted to flash the leather.
A little something for the highlight reel.
something that's the equivalent, I feel like, of a free throw being in a basketball highlight reel. A shot tipped on. Flutters just past the net. Now there's Hofteaser. It's fed back through. That's Testa. Elliot Testa. Looking. Feeds one in tight. Hoff-Teaser has it roll off his stick. Can't turn and burn that one. Hoff-Teaser going for a skate. Spins it back down low for Testa. Elliott Testa now. Can't feed it through the stick of Preston Brodziak, who sends it down the length of the ice. It's going to be recovered by Matheson Hull. Hull tips it in, ties up the stick of Jackson Wyatt, wins the puck battle. But here comes Bradley Gallant, shorthanded. Gallant in all alone. Backhand, big save by Liam O'Gwen. Another shorthanded chance for the Rebels here tonight. Or a chance in general on the breakaway, excuse me. As the Skating Rebels are back to full strength, and Kuntz's dumping attempts, much like Jeremy Foreman, snipped out of the air by O'Gwen.
Hey, you want some positives for the Buffalo fans listening? That was definitely their best power play
for sure
so far. Had a lot better offensive control, but the misplay in the neutral zone at the end gave Bradley Gallant a huge opportunity. Liam O'Gwen standing on his head on that one.
And that's something that head coach Trace Jablin, excuse me, talked to us about. AJ, sorry. Pregame. If you have a shot ring off the post, he said that he believes O'Gwen would give them a chance to win and stay in this hockey game, and they firmly believed that. Himself and his assistant coach, Sam Trutchley. And that's certainly what O'Gwen's been doing so far tonight. Looking back to Oregon, similar game to an extent, and it was a much different hockey game at this point against Oregon both nights in our opening weekend versus now.
Yeah, against Oregon, they had the 5-on-3 shorthanded, and then in the second period, it really got away from them. Colorado hanging in there for what it's worth. Just the one goal allowed so far in the second.
And you mentioned that the game got away from the Ducks in the second period and how it's been a good second period for the Buffaloes so far. They haven't let the game get away from them. They've kind of kept it at a good arm's reach. They've stepped it up on the offensive side of things. Certainly, they have more shots on goal. They've officially broken the 10-shot mark a few shots ago. So they're doing the right thing. They just can't seem to solve Jeremy Foreman just yet. And we'll see if that's going to be an announcer's curse as this game progresses.
Well, I'll double down on the back-to-back shutouts for the UNLV goalies in the home openers against Oregon.
You did mention it earlier on in the broadcast. I guess tripling down. The road team hasn't scored a single goal yet here at City National Arena. Granted, it's maybe 2 2/3 of the game played so far, but who's counting? O'Gwen fires that one off the wall. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the second period. Up top here's Dylan Kuntz. Shoots one through traffic. Tipped wide. Another shot. Doesn't look like it makes it on net. Now here come the Buffaloes the other way. Rink wide feed. Whacked at, but swing and a miss by Douglas Wood. Bumped down by Jackson White at the point. Loose puck played on by the Buffaloes and whacked back by Wyatt. Here comes Wood. Now a shot there. Misses the net high and wide. That was Quentin Kinney. Who airmailed that one. Here's Preston Brodziak. Steps through traffic through center. Leaves it for the wing. Here's Carollo. Can't get that one through. Fed to the slot. Whacked at O'Gwen. Finds it. And we got a Rebel spun to the ice. And put in a bit of a headlock with 1:04 to go. And it looks like it was Joey Carollo And it was Joey Curl who got given the business a bit.
Well, going back to, Colorado not letting the game get away from them, the cliche is obviously 2-goal lead, most dangerous lead in hockey. My brother likes to say a 3-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in hockey.
Typically, yeah. I mean, that's when you really start to sit back, and then the other team gets one, and they're like, all right, well, we're still up by 2. And then they get that goal that brings them within 1. And that's when maybe you start to panic a little bit when you're playing with the lead, and next thing you know, the game could be tied. Crollo lets a shot go, stick save. O'Gwen didn't look like he knew where that was at for a brief moment. As we're in the final minute of the second period. Dickinson shoots one, steered to the corner softly by the paddle of Foreman. Final 30 seconds in the second period of play. Didamizio, centering pass, a shot there, and he misses the net. That was Owen Dickinson on a prime scoring chance. Now in the final 15 seconds, centering pass gets played on by Ford, and now here comes Tristan Rand in the final handful of seconds. He'll just send it into the zone. And the final few seconds tick down, and that'll do it. Through 40 minutes, the Skating Rebels lead 3-0. But regardless, a good second period from the Buffaloes there, AJ. They're knocking on the door.
Much, much better from the Buffaloes. Owen Dickinson, he definitely wants that one back. Missed the net wide right in front of there. Missed the entire net. Want to just at least have the goalie try and make a save on that one.
That's the thing of nightmares there, AJ. That'll make you lose sleep at night a little bit. Being that in tight to the net, no one around you, and you just can't put it on goal to force the ref to make, or the goaltender to make a save. But we're going to have to step away for another quick break as a second intermission and second ice cut on the night is going to get underway. Another 20 minutes or more here from City National Arena between Colorado and UNLV. Go ahead and stick around.
Some keys to the game after that second intermission. One thing, UNLV penalties. Colorado's playing a very physical game, and UNLV needs to stop committing those penalties, as well as turnovers, mainly in the neutral zone. And for Colorado, keep blocking shots, stay to your game, and shoot the puck. There have been a lot of opportunities where Colorado has had the opportunity to shoot the puck, but they're holding on to it.
This is Kayla Fossey. I'm here with Mason Kelly. So this is your first game back after returning from injury. Can you kind of talk about how it feels to be out on the ice with the team again?
It feels way better. It sucks watching, so like I said, it feels good to stretch the legs out, get back out with the boys.
And you guys are almost doubling Colorado's shots on goal tonight. Can you kind of just talk about what you've seen from Colorado and what needs to happen in the third period for you guys?
I think they're a gritty team, so they're going to get a lot of shots. I think we need to stop taking some dumb penalties on the border being dumb, but with that being gone, I think we're going to dominate.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kayla. Thank you, Kyle. And hey, thank you all for sticking around if you stuck around through 2 periods. And if you're just now joining us for whatever reason late in this game entering the third period, thank you for just now joining us. We're going to bug you once again about these Nevada Day jerseys. UNLV rocking some brand new jerseys to celebrate Nevada's 160th birthday. If you're interested in auctioning on one of the jerseys, bidding on a game-worn jersey from your favorite player, visit 32auctions.com/Rebel Hockey or scan that QR code on your screen. We're going to take a look at some stats through 40. UNLV leads in the shot department 32-14. They lead in the scoring department as well, 3-0. In Colorado, AJ just got a breakthrough, and UNLV just close this thing out. Final 20.
Yeah, you don't really want to – I know UNLV is a physical team, but you kind of want to control the emotions in the third period. You're up 3-0. Don't take your foot off the gas by any means, but close it out. Finish the game. Avoid getting in some situations where Colorado has a chance to find their way back in it. And Colorado, just get one on the board. Find a way.
Good teams find a way, and this Colorado Buffaloes team is quite good coming in here. Ranked 23 in the ACHA polls. We'll see what this final period or more will hold from Las Vegas, Nevada. Here's Tristan Rand. Feeds that for Brodziak, who plays it back down low. Can't get there. Rand breaks up that play, knifes it on, shoots one. Air mails it just over the shoulder. Now another shot through traffic. Carollo tips that one down. Arzenkevicius dances his way through center, shooting one, blocked in front. He gets sent to the ice by Matias Del Monte. Del Monte breaks up that pass at center. Testa sends it up. Jensen whacks at it. Tries to keep possession, but gets pickpocketed there by Testa. And here comes Bradley Gallant, touches it on for Cole Wyatt. Now here's Dylan Jensen, pulls up. Jensen for Gallant on the tape, centering pass for Cole Wyatt, has it hop off of his stick in tight. No joy for the Rebels. They're on their best chance of the period, just under 2 minutes in. That's Hull. And an icing on the Buffaloes. They tried to get changed up, but no such luck for Colorado. Puck comes back into their own zone.
Yeah, another thing of note for Colorado, they've been a little banged up in this game. You want to try and get out of that a little more cleaner to finish this game, because you got another game to play tomorrow.
Not necessarily play for pride, play for health. It's a long season. It's early. This is a divisional game. The only 2 times these teams will meet. This is the 5th time these 2 teams have played in the last 3 seasons. Tomorrow night will be the 6th. UNLV has won all 4 prior meetings prior to tonight. 2 in Colorado and 2 back here in Vegas in March. Now here's Jackson Wyatt. Plays it into the zone. Siegel to Kelly. Evan West down there now. Siegel picks it out of the crowd. Hayden Siegel plays it softly. A shot through traffic from Del Monte doesn't make it on. He settles it down just outside the blue line and gets tied up. And Evan West trips up a Buffalo trying to get the number. Luke Massey. No call. Down. A shot there through traffic. A rebound chance. They score. Oliver Band in tight, burying the rebound. And just like that, number 34, the 34th shot, puts UNLV up 4.
Yeah, that opportunity was created by number 8, Devin Nagra, coming down the left side of the ice. Puts it on net for Oliver Band to finish the goal. That's what happens when you get pucks in front of the net.
Pucks and people to the net, the hockey cliche. But it works. It obviously works. And like you said, AJ, that's what happens when you get people on net and you get people to crash your net and just put shots on. Tristan Rand tips that one into the zone. Rand still in deep. Colorado on the rush. A shot from the outside. Gloved and held by Foreman. 15:49 to go in this third period. And AJ, since Colorado really started turning the shots up, Foreman's glove's been getting a bit of a workout here.
Yeah, we had that one in the second period he put on the highlight reel, but other than that, he's made some great saves for UNLV. Colorado definitely put more shots, making him work a little bit more for the potential shutout still on the table. Quadruple down on that. Why not?
We are in Vegas, right? Might as well.
No such thing as an announcer's jinx as far as I'm aware.
We'll see if you'll be made aware tonight, AJ. What do you make of Foreman's framing so far tonight with the glove? You know baseball. Giodi knows baseball. It's always a conversation. Well, what do you make of that?
Well, on that one that's above him, you got to get that one in the center of the zone. The ump's going to call that a ball every single time. Got to work on that a little bit more.
Angel Hernandez would call that a strike, right?
Well, depending on who's batting, for sure.
Here's Gallant moving on in. Backhand chance just wide. Trying to go short side on O'Gwen. Gallant gets spun to the ice. Pops back up. Here's Quentin Kinney, D to D for Ferguson. Hoff teaser. Loses the puck. Jensen sends it right back in. And another catch. That's going to be another ball for Liam O'Gwen.
He had a much better job framing that one than Foreman, though.
He brought it down. We see the vision. Down Monte in behind. Now up ice. Here's Gallant. Bradley Gallant sends it off the kick plate and around. Cole Wyatt's there. Has it hop over his stick. Here's Jensen. Now Del Monte from the point. Shooting one. Tipped on, and O'Gwen holds it. Everyone's going to skate away from the cage with cooler heads. And staying a bit on the topic of baseball, AJ, the new World Series champions, LA Dodgers, taking on the Yankees in 5 games. Ryan Gilder's obviously happy about that one.
Obviously, big Dodger fan. Unfortunately, I'm a Padre fan. Didn't get the result we wanted.
A shot from Strong gets shouldered away. Karaman centering for Kelly, couldn't get there. And Hull just sends it up and down the length of the ice, a bit too slow to be an icing. It's recovered by Del Monte just under 6 minutes into the third period. And that'll be an icing, and even 6 minutes into the third period. So with 14 to go, UNLV leads 4-0. Oliver Band, the latest goal scorer for the Rebels, 36-15. The Rebels lead in the shots department. Here's Siegel, fans on that shot, touches it through traffic, but couldn't find where the puck was. Kyle Quinn with the poke check. Siegel steers it on his backhand for Ford, who can't knife that one in. Now here come the Rebels. That's Siegel. Centering pass off a stick. Jammed that, slid loose in front. Band couldn't whack it on net. Good play by Hayden Siegel to just throw it to the goal mouth and hope for something good to happen. And AJ, that's another hockey cliche. Just throw it on net and maybe something will come of it.
Yeah, I've been using that one a lot tonight. I think at least twice the Rebels have had a goal where they just poke it in, getting the puck and bodies in front of the net.
Getting down and dirty out in front of Liam O'Gwen as that puck gets tipped into the high glass.
You know, one of the things we talk about in the intermission for Colorado is they got to break through. One of the ways they do that is they got to play mistake-free hockey. You know, can't turn it over in the neutral zone, can't ice the puck. Got to find a way. Do not play mistake-free hockey. Got to play mistake-free hockey.
And that's a big thing with this Rebels team, is playing that kind of hockey that really forces the other team to make a mistake. As Brodziak centers one, Carollo couldn't tip that one on. And Rand shoots one that's steered aside into the protective netting. And continuing that thought, just forcing those mistakes and taking advantage is what those really, really good hockey teams do. And UNLV is one of them. We saw it in the national tournament last year, taking advantage of mistakes, especially against UCO, which has taken quite the tumble this season. A mass exodus of coaching staff and players, resulting in the Broncos, once a great Titan of the WCHL, falling to dead to last in the division.
Yeah, producing the pregame show, I take a look at some of the UCO's numbers, and they're just like 4.2% on the power play, which is really abysmal, if we're being honest.
And I mean, they had their head coach leave. They have about 13 players. They have a handful of defensemen. So you have that few players. It's really tough to put a good hockey team on the ice night in and night out. But regardless, they still got a couple wins, which still speaks to the players that are left there and the culture that was built. And as many of you know already now, Doug Wakeland, former UCO goaltender, transferred to UNLV for a senior year.
You want to talk about goalies standing on their head. That 50-plus save shutout he had
in
last
January
season against UNLV. It's one of the best goalie performances at this level I've ever seen.
100%. And the fact that we're still talking about it just shows how much it's stuck in our minds that that kind of thing happened. And that game itself was really tight. You have a shot from Karaman, gets deflected wide. Game a 2-0 win for the Broncos on Friday night. UNLV came back and split the series the next night.
And if I remember, it was really 0-0 up until like
Final
halfway
minute.
through the final minute of the third period, which
I believe it was Vitaly Mikhailov who scored the game-winning goal that night for the Broncos. Meanwhile, here's Kyle Quinn putting the brakes on at the goal line. Up top, Karaman. Pirouette shoots one, tipped just wide by Kelly. Set right back down low by Jackson Wyatt for Mason Kelly at the hash marks. Drops it off for West. Skates through a check from Marcinkevich. And an icing on the Buffaloes with just over 10.5 to go in this third period of play.
not a lot of offensive opportunities for the Buffaloes so far. UNLV really doing a good job controlling the zone. They've done that all game. The worst in that regard was the second period. Colorado obviously got way more shots on goal, but now they're getting ready to control the zone again like they did in the first period.
Shot from Kuntz, tipped on Siegel with another chance. Just missed the net on the rebound, and O'Gwen trying to get over so aggressively to try and stop that second chance from Hayden Siegel and knock the net off its mooring.
I thought that one had a chance for sure. Had a wide open look at the net. If the goal didn't come off the hinges there, could have been a 4-0 game.
Hayden Siegel skated by our broadcast and kind of just shook his head at us, AJ. He really felt like he could have had that one. So here comes McConaughey shooting one. That looks like a strike for Foreman.
It's going to be strike 3. Pretty quick here for the Colorado Buffaloes if they can't find a way to put up any goals.
Now here's Carollo who whacks that puck down, feeds it over for Brodziak. Centering try, Rand can't knock that one down. And we have a penalty, and it's going to be on Tristan Rand, and that's going to be an interesting one as we have a media timeout. Tristan Rand got pushed into that tripping minor. We're going to wait for the official ruling. We believe it is Tristan Rand going to the box. Going to wait for it to be posted. And it is going to be Rand for a trip. Interesting call there, AJ. I mean, he did get pushed into him. But with 9:42 to go, nonetheless, Rand's going to the box for yet another sentence.
Yeah, the leading point getter for UNLV so far. It's going to be tough while he's out for those 2 minutes. Another look at this Colorado power play that's been fairly lackluster, I think it's fair to say so far. I believe they're 0 for 5. Had the 5-minute major. They didn't get a single shot off in. But going back to that last play, felt like Tristan Rand had a good opportunity to get a goal there. It got deflected high off a Colorado Buffalo defenseman's stick. And he still almost had a chance to put it on net, and then, of course, got pushed into the player. The tripping penalty ensued. So big swing there.
Very big swing, especially for a guy like Rand who's having himself a season. We've been talking about him all broadcast long, stepping up in such a way during his senior year, or his sophomore year, excuse me. Rushing his career a little bit there. And it's just good to see the youth movement really coming together for this Rebels team, as there's so many players that ended up leaving the program after last season. Many of them here tonight, as it is alumni weekend. Tomorrow night is the alumni game ahead of our game on this broadcast against Colorado at 7:30. These two WCHL teams going to do battle. Once again, a shot out in front is blocked. That was Wood, who had a chance parked right in the slot. But the puck never even makes it to Foreman's pads. Another shot is blocked by the Rebels, and the puck gets whacked out of the zone and down the length of the ice and stopped up. Here's McConaughey over the red line into the skates of DiDomizio. Now in the corner with under 8.5 to go. Colorado comes away with it. Spun up high. That pass is picked off. Here comes Oliver Band. Already has a goal tonight. One-on-one with Hull. Band dances through. It gets whacked off of the blade of his stick. All by himself. Band loses the puck, and he'll just go and hustle back to try and get changed up. 20 seconds to go on the Rand penalty. Hull sends it off the wall and in. Hull up top. And that puck skips out of the zone. That was Nislanik. We couldn't get that pass to connect. Here's Rand fresh out of the box. Shooting one into the chest of Liam O'Gwen. He'll hold for a whistle. 7:33 to go. UNLV's broken the 40-shot mark.
That's a good opportunity for Tristan Rand. Right out of the box. They're not on you right away. Right at the goalie's chest, though. That would have been a strike for sure.
Right in the letters, so to speak, AJ. Right there in the strike zone. And ran another shot. Blocker save by O'Gwen. That puck gets sent off the wall and down 200 feet once again for another icing just after about 10 seconds of play. So it looks like the faceoff is going to come out to the right of Liam O'Gwen. 7:26 to go. Carollo up top. Jackson White. Vernagra off the glove of Brodziak. Jackson White shoots one into the glove of Liam O'Gwen, and we'll have another whistle. Now this time the faceoff is going to be out to the left of the Buffalo's netminder. In deep, settled down by Rand, couldn't whack it on net. Fed out in front, almost tipped on by the Buffaloes. No such luck for Colorado. Now Carollo on the right side, looking from the half wall, shooting one off the stick of O'Gwen and out of play. And AJ, it's something that I got to think about here. This game feels like it lost a lot of pace to it as of late.
100%. This third period, everything's slowing down for both teams even. UNLV usually a team that plays with a lot of speed. Even there, it feels like it's lost a bit of a step in the third period.
Could be a bit of fatigue. 3 straight weekends of hockey. 2 of which on the road for the Rebels. Long bus rides, both to Tucson and Tempe. This is a collision in the neutral zone with Karaman and a Buffalo player. Shot from Karaman late in the rush, just flutters wide. There's Kuntz shooting one. Doesn't make it through. Kuntz, another shot tipped on. They score. That's Caleb Strong. with goal number 5 on the night for the Rebels. With under 5:59 to go, looks like they're going to skip the handshake line.
Act like you've been there before, so to say.
It's a big thing in hockey culture. Speaking with Mason Kelly after his freshman year last year, that's his mantra with the celebrations, not too many big sellies. You just got to act like you've been there before. Evan West to Siegel. Siegel's drop pass gets picked off. Marcin Ketchevich on his own. And the play gets blown dead for an offsides.
So I've got an upset to announce from around the ACHA.
Let's hear it.
Number 17, Arizona defeating Oklahoma 6-3.
Oh, wow. That's a big one. That's the number 7 team in the division taking down the number 1 ranked Sooners.
Oklahoma's been having a great season so far, number 8 in the country.
And in recent memory, UNLV has some mems with the Sooners. Oklahoma came here to kick off the spring semester in 2023, and now here's Hayden Siegel in all alone. Siegel shoots, pad, save by O'Gwyn. Another chance from Siegel, but O'Gwyn stands tall. Now a chance for the Buffaloes. A shot against the grain. Shoulder save by Foreman. Now there's Siegel, rink-wide feed kicked to the scorer's table just about. Now here's Kyle Quinn in his own end to recover. Tipped in by Siegel. Bradley Gallant's in on the forecheck. McConaughey will take this one himself through neutral ice. McConaughey peels, shoots one, doesn't make it on net. Under 4.5 to go now. Here's Cole Wyatt. Wyatt looking, shooting, misses the net on the glove side. Dylan Ford almost went tumbling into O'Gwyn. But everyone else will skate away just fine. That puck skips in. Carollo corrals the puck but gets pushed out of the zone. McConaughey will have to reverse ice very briefly. There's Massey. The puck flutters down. Icing's waved off. Off the glass into the skates of Carollo. Carollo whacks it into the zone. Under 3.5 to go. Now here come the Buffaloes the other way. That's Beergy. He gets taken down. Trying to skate through the defense. There's a collision in behind Foreman. Beergy's tied up with a Rebel, and Beergy gets put to the ice, and now we have some more pushing and shoving behind the nets. Very brief shoves in behind, trying to get the number, but it was Logan Beergy tied up.
And UNLV at this point with 3 minutes left in the game, they got to try their best to avoid the pet sounds, per se, avoid the chatter of the other team trying to initiate something more physical. I know they're a physical team, but with this late in the game with a 5-0 lead, you don't really want to have anything too drastic happen physically.
That's when you play for pride, for sure. At this point, I mean, still crazier things have happened, but the way their offense has been circulating and going, it's not really optimistic. UNLV to the PK. Dylan Kuntz 2 minutes. Would imagine for roughing. As a shot in tight, they score. There it is, AJ, the first shot on the power play. Just a couple of seconds in, spoils a shutout bid for Jeremy Foreman as Jacob Rosalenko.
I was getting ready to quintuple down, actually. But there you have it, quadruple down. Colorado breaks through. What more can you say?
Nothing much, really. I mean, it took 18 shots to find its way to twine for the Buffaloes, and Jacob Rosalenko owns the first goal in City National Arena by a visiting opponent this season. There's Del Monte down low. Evan West swaps with the captain of the Rebels. Niagara settles that puck down. Can't feed it through. Now here comes Piggott the other way. Now on the near wall, up top. DiDomizio cutting. And the Buffaloes can't keep possession. Siegel gets taken to the ice by Elliot Testa. Testa gives him an extra one, and Siegel is showing his displeasure, and Testa's coming right back at him. And there's still John, and they're still going at it. Siegel gets thrown in a headlock by DiDomizio, and Mason Kelly's got him. And DiDomizio is almost ripping Siegel's cage off of his face, and DiDomizio is still John at the freshman. And the officials, the linesman getting in the middle of that, and DiDomizio gets shown the door, and Siegel gives him the old salute. And Siegel gives the Buffaloes bench a bit of a fist bump as he skates back to his respective side of the ice.
Love the play-by-play on the altercation there, Dom.
Thank you very much.
That's that physicality that we talked about. You know, don't really want to engage in that late. Colorado obviously playing for pride, but the ref, he's going to tell DiDomizio, let's go away for a while, and he's out for the game.
DiDomizio gets an early shower for the Buffaloes. We'll see if he uses up all the hot water, because it is pretty cold in this rink. I'm sure DiDomizio isn't that cold, but it's a little cold in here tonight, AJ.
It's always cold in here.
There's 2:07 left. The officials sorting out the dirty laundry once again. UNLV just 2 shots away from hitting the 50-shot mark. Waiting to see the call. DiDomizio automatically gets the hook for grabbing the face mask. It's a major penalty in the ACHA, so he's automatically gone. We're going to see if Siegel got the boot as well. We're still trying to figure out. Elliot Testa, AJ, getting some pats on the helmet from Jacob Rosalenko for going toe-to-toe with Hayden Siegel. And that's no small task. I mean, Elliot Testa is listed as 5'9", 159. Hayden Siegel, 6'2", 190. So that's
bit of a height disadvantage there for sure.
A little bit, and we have a major power play for the Rebels. And that's, my assumption was correct, 5 in a game for grabbing the face mask for DiDomizio. Now UNLV has some free power play practice for the final 2 minutes here. Here's Brodziak. Down low. Preston Brodziak looking from below the goal line. Feeds it up for Del Monte. Lets that go by him. Jackson Wyatt can't pitch it to him. Del Monte will just have to pick that out of the puck battle and retreat. Here's Karaman. Offside. Sean Karaman and his crafty play gets stopped in its tracks. 62 seconds to go in this third period and this game. Face-off just outside the Buffalo zone. And officially 1 minute to go. Rand sends a cross corner. Rosalenko sends it up. Strong gets tripped up. No arm raised on the official. No play on. Loose puck in the slot. Can't find a Rebel stick. McConaughey sends that one in. This power play for UNLV not looking amazing.
Well, I got to give him the benefit of the doubt here late in the game. Probably just want to get out of this one cleanly.
Here's a chance. Rand moving on and shooting one. Blocker save. And O'Gwen didn't really know where that one was. And with 12.7 to go, another offensive zone draw for the Rebels. The DJ's played Sweet Caroline.
You know, looking back, God only knows what would have happened if I had not quadrupled down on the shutout tonight.
This is true. As the final seconds tick down, and it's going to be all she wrote. UNLV just one shot shy of the 50-shot mark. They take home the victory 5-1 over the Colorado Buffaloes and remain undefeated at home so far this season. And now, as usual, we're going to be right back here at 7:30 tomorrow night for the final game of this weekend. UNLV and Colorado doing battle once again. One more time, we're going to bug you about these special jerseys. They're going to be wearing them tomorrow night as well. So make sure to celebrate Nevada's 160th birthday with Rebel Hockey by scanning that QR code or visiting 32auctions.com/Rebel Hockey to bid on these game-worn special Nevada Day 2024 jerseys. Make sure to get your hands on a piece of this hockey history in Southern Nevada. But once again, a final score from City National Arena, 5-1 in favor of the UNLV Skating Rebels. Once again, we're going to be back here at 7:30 tomorrow night. But for now, we have to say good night from City National Arena on behalf of myself, Dominic Lavoie, AJ Reed, and everyone here on our UNLV hockey broadcast crew. We thank you all for watching, and we're going to see you tomorrow night.